I'm very happy to be here and be part of this evening. Thank you to Debbie for extending the invitation and to Christina working with you both. Sometimes I try not to read my notes, but for this particular speech that I want to say, I am going to read my notes because I kind of get choked up when I think about my journey. And so I'm sharing that with you all tonight. So just bear with me. So it is a privilege to stand among those who share a commitment to uplift and support youth and families navigating the complexities of adoption, foster care, and mental health. As I reflect on my own journey, I can't help but think of the challenges I faced as a young person at the age of 13. I encountered the devastating realities of molestation, the loss of a parent, and attempted suicide at 15. Those experiences plunged me into a deep depression and mental health struggles that felt insurmountable at the time. Being placed in the care of my loving maternal grandparents who were well into their 60s really had no idea how to support me mentally and emotionally at 13 years old. It seemed to be a lonely journey to navigate without support. In those challenging times, I often felt isolated, as if I were traversing a vast and uncharted wilderness all on my own. The weight of my experiences of molestation, of loss and depression, dealing with trauma was very heavy. And without a guiding hand or a compassionate ear, the path forward felt very uncertain for me and very daunting. So I say this, you all are here tonight, and there's a reason, because there's support that is needed, and support can take many forms. And that's listening as a friend or a mentor or a professional who understands the complexities of mental health. In my case, the absence of such support made the struggles feel even more overwhelming. I longed for someone who could empathize with my pain, someone who could help me untangle all of the confusion and despair that I was feeling as a young person. Being torn, not having a father, losing a mother, trying to find where I felt I belonged. C.A.S.E has made an incredible impact since its founding in 1998 by Kathleen Duggan and Debbie Riley. Their work has touched and supported the lives of over 9,000 children and families through adoption, competent mental health services. And these services ensure that children receive the support they need to thrive in nurturing environments. Additionally, the Strengthening Your Family webinar series has empowered over 25,000 parents and professionals since its inception in 2021, fostering education and support that makes a real difference. Can we applaud for that? That's not a small number. And so reflecting on my journey, I realized how vital it is for young people to have access to supportive resources during their most vulnerable moments. No one should ever have to face their battles in solitude. The power of community, understanding, and guidance cannot be overstated. It is in this realization that drives my commitment to advocate for organizations like C.A.S.E and to create spaces where young people can find the support they desperately need. We must work together to ensure that no one has to navigate their journey alone, but instead can walk together alongside those who care and understand. And I think that because you're here tonight, you know without a doubt that C.A.S.E cares and is present in those families' lives, right? If I was in church, I would say amen. Fortunately, for me, I found my way through music. You heard me out there singing tonight. It became my guiding light, a navigational tool that led me toward a brighter future. Music has a unique power to heal, and it was through me expressing my creativity that I began to reclaim my life. And this realization for myself inspired me to find my own nonprofit organization called Heart of the Earth. And that is an organization dedicated to providing at-risk youth with creative outlets, where they can explore their musical talents and athletic talents and share their stories. So as someone who is passionate about philanthropy and the arts, I wholeheartedly believe in the mission of C.A.S.E. Your dedication creates an environment where children can not only survive, but truly thrive, where families can prosper and lives can be transformed. This is profoundly meaningful and impactful, and I needed it when I was 13. So tonight, as we celebrate empowered voices, let us remember that each of us holds the power to make a difference. Together we can support the vision and the invaluable work of C.A.S.E. and ensure that every child and every family connected to adoption, foster care, and kinship can receive the support that they need to flourish and soar. So thank you for your personal dedication to this vision, and to Debbie and the team and Kathy, Christina, thank you for allowing me to be part of this evening.